The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. It's a DMV First Warn Day on this Friday. We start with a live look outside over the Kennedy Center. More heat and humidity here with us, and now we're starting to see some storms in our area.
Annalisa, I drove to get my lunch today. Our live team coverage starts now with meteorologist Damon Matson looking ahead to the weekend.
And Damon, then we were going to turn to DC News Now's Kevon Dupree. He's joining us in Montgomery County with how people there are trying to stay cool.
Yeah, indeed, because these conditions, man, we need to stay as cool as we can, try to avoid this brutal heat and humidity. We've noticed the heat, the humidity building ever since Wednesday, and today is the peak of all of this where, again, we have the need for not just heat advisories, but excessive heat warnings. That's what we have here in the more pink color for the DC metro area and all counties east of I-95. This excessive heat warning goes until 8 p.m. The heat advisories here in the orange also go until 8 p.m. for all counties west of I-95 up to the I-81 corridor. And the reason we've had these advisories and warnings in place, look at this, folks. The feels like temperature is easily in the triple digits, all locations east of I-81. It's even feeling like 111 in Lexington Park at the moment. So just downright stifling with how hot and humid it is. And the only relief we're going to get before the day is done is from any showers and storms that develop. Now, unfortunately, in this juiced up atmosphere, we are going to see some stronger storms. Northeastern Maryland getting the brunt of some of that activity right now. But so far here in the heart of the DMV, we have not had all that much storm development or activity. We just have a couple of heavier downpours developing out toward Front Royal down into Washington, Virginia there. And this will continue to push east, and we'll keep an eye on this activity. Things could intensify as we go over the next few hours. So we will continue to deal with the brutal temperatures, the high humidity levels as we go into the start of your Friday night. And at the same time, those scattered showers and thunderstorms could become a little more numerous with all of the energy that's left out there. So we will talk about the timing of these storms as we head into the night and the likelihood of more severe thunderstorm activity on your Saturday. That's coming up in your full forecast here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thanks so much. Well, all day officials have been warning that the heat across the DMV can be dangerous, and people are trying to stay safe and cool if they have to be out in it.
And DC News Now's Kevon Dupree covers Montgomery County for us. He's joining us live. And Kevon, how are people in Gaithersburg coping?
Yeah, that's right, Mark and Annalisa. We're certainly feeling the heat here in Gaithersburg, and people out here at Rio are as well. Now, earlier today, we talked with them about how they stay cool on hot days like today. Now, earlier, we spoke with two men who were out for a morning stroll here at Rio Washingtonian Center. One of them lives here in Montgomery County and says this summer seems to be bringing the heat a lot more than it has in previous years. He described it as a sauna out here. His friend, who is visiting from New Bedford, Massachusetts, says because it's so hot, they're just taking it slow, staying in the shade, and making sure to stay hydrated. Now, after we talked, they went and got smoothies to help cool themselves down. Another woman we spoke with says the Rio Lakefront is her favorite place to exercise. She says her walks have been more challenging in the last few weeks due to the heat and humidity. She tells me to keep cool, she wears light clothing, drinks lots of water, and doesn't push herself past her limits.
You know, you just take a break if you need to. Like my mom and I were sitting over there on a bench. When you feel too hot, you just go in a cool place. But yeah, or stay inside in the air conditioning.
And an excessive heat advisory is in place here in Montgomery County until 8 o'clock tonight. Reporting live in Gaithersburg, I'm Kevon Dupree, DC News Now.
Kevon, thank you for the latest on weather impacts. You can scan the QR code on your screen or head to our website, dcnewsnow.com/weather. Well, heartbreak in a Northeast DC community after a 14-year-old boy is shot and killed.
Yeah, David Bailey was shot and killed outside the Lamont Rec Center last night. A second victim, an adult, was also injured. DC News Now's Max Marcilla joining us live outside that rec center right now.
And Max, the center is closed today as police continue their investigation.
Well, Mark and Annalisa, not only the investigation, but earlier this morning, right here near the front entrance is where crews were cleaning up what was left of that awful scene. Police right now are still trying to figure out who is responsible for a shooting that has shaken this community and taken the life of a 14-year-old boy. On a hot summer Friday, there are no kids playing on the playground, no seniors inside eating meals or taking classes, people walking away from the closed doors of what should be a safe haven.
Nothing like this usually has ever happened before.
Instead,
there is a mother right now with her head hung down, tears running down her face. I'm getting filled up myself.
People in this far northeast community are thinking of the family of 14-year-old David Bailey, who was shot and killed here last night.
It's a really close-knit community.
ANC Commissioner Michael Cohen says this space is so important and he wants to make sure it's safe.
Whether that's more resources or more cameras or whatnot.
DC police say the shooting happened outside the rec center while a basketball game was happening inside. Both Bailey and an 18-year-old were shot, the 18-year-old then going inside for help. He's in the hospital with critical injuries. A bloody crime scene was washed away this morning. The pain was not. This woman, who asked we don't show her face because of concern for her safety, has spent more than 9 decades here in the district, and she shared this message.
Do you have anybody that you can trust, anybody you can talk to? If not, do you have a good neighbor or a good friend? When you look around and you see somebody else in trouble, is that what you want out of life?
Now, both violent crime and homicides are down so far this year here in the district, but the people we spoke with for this story say although that is happening, they hope more can be done to bring those numbers down even further. Reporting live in Northeast, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
All right, Max, powerful words from that neighbor. Thank you. Well, in Frederick, Maryland now, a sheriff's deputy and a police officer are on leave after they shot a man wanted for child sex crimes. It happened last night at the Super 8 Motel on Monocacy Boulevard. Where told the sheriff's deputy and the police officer shot the man after he refused to come out of his room and said he had a gun. He's now in critical condition. The 2 officers are on paid leave while state police investigate.
A 16-year-old is accused of trying to steal a Montgomery County police cruiser. It happened about 2 weeks ago in Gaithersburg when police officers were chasing after the teen, who they say was driving a stolen truck and hit a curb and couldn't move. So the 16-year-old got out and tried to steal the police cruiser. Well, the attempt was unsuccessful. Police ended up arresting him, and he's now back in the custody of his parents, facing several charges.
Well, DC News Now is your local election headquarters, and new this afternoon on the campaign trail, Vice President Kamala Harris is now the official Democratic nominee for president. She secured enough votes from delegates with the Democratic National Committee when no other candidate challenged Harris for that nomination. Harris is expected to name her running mate in the next few days.
3 Americans are back on U.S. soil after spending months, in some cases years, in a Russian prison. Their plane landed at Joint Base Andrews just before midnight. News Nation's Tom Dempsey shows us the emotional moments when they were reunited with their families.
Here at the White House today, the official flag for hostages and people wrongfully detained waves in honor of this historic prisoner swap. The freed prisoners once again back with their families after they may have thought they might never see them again.
Overnight, 3 American prisoners freed from Russia and their families experienced a moment some of them literally waited years for. Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich, former Marine Paul Whelan, and radio journalist Alsu Kurmasheva, all considered once wrongfully detained, greeted by President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris at Joint Base Andrews before they ran to loved ones, finally back home. The hugs, photos, and reunions coming after a historic prisoner swap with Russia involving 24 people. The freed Americans all likely experienced brutal conditions while in custody, from cramped concrete cells and virtually non-existent health care to sleep deprivation and meager food, all while facing strict rules and slave-like labor. The whole time, friends and loved ones hoped to see them once again.
Getting off the plane, seeing the president, the vice president, that was nice. It was a good homecoming. So looking forward to seeing my family down here and just recuperating from 5 years, 7 months, and 5 days of just absolute nonsense by the Russian government.
Fellow Wall Street Journal reporters celebrated the news of Gershkovich's release, with the paper's editor-in-chief releasing a statement saying, quote, "We are so grateful for all the voices that were raised when his was silent. We can finally say in unison, welcome home, Evan." With the freed Americans now safely home, one of them sharing what it meant to be back during a call at the White House.
No word is strong enough for this. I was sure I'm going to die in prison. I don't believe what's happening. I still think I'm sleeping in my prison cell in Omsk instead of hearing your voice. But I just want you to know that you've done a wonderful thing.
And that was Tom Dempsey reporting there. Well, new today, the Justice Department is suing TikTok for violating children's online privacy laws. The DOJ and the Federal Trade Commission accusing parent company ByteDance of violating a federal law. Now, that law requires kids' apps and websites to get parental consent before collecting personal information. Now, TikTok is responding, saying they disagree with the allegations, many of which relate to past events and practices that are factually incorrect or have been addressed.
Well, in the district, your next taxi ride will cost you more. The Department for Hire Vehicles announced higher fares starting today. Now, most rides will go up about 20%. This is the first time in 12 years the district has changed taxi prices. It's all in an effort to improve driver wages.
And stretching your dollar now, you can visit any national park for free on Sunday. It's to celebrate the 4th anniversary of the Great American Outdoors Act. It passed in 2020 and provides funding and protection for public lands. To note, the free admission does not cover fees for activities like camping or boating, just to enter.